This one I feel like is more directed towards me. I get this one a lot. And it's, how do I find a Dem? How do I find a Demitri? How can I find one? Is he on Amazon?
Amazon!
I definitely lowered my standard in terms of like, you know, looks and...
Wait. What?
Hey guys, how are you?
What are we doing today?
We're actually answering your relationship questions. We're giving advice. And I know that we've said that we don't like giving relationship advice, but you're asking for it, so we have to, you know, we have to deliver.
Give you our perspective on things.
Yeah.
Of course, before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I feel like we haven't sat in this.
I know. Also, before we start, we just want to say, take our advice with a grain of salt. Take any advice with a grain of salt, right? I feel like our advice is what worked for us, and we obviously don't know your situation, so we can't like speak.
Yeah, nothing like is the same, you know? There's always so many dynamic moving parts. So it's like, whether it's relationship advice, financial advice, like you gotta take everything with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But we're gonna tell you where we're coming from, how we handle certain things.
Exactly.
And it should help.
Okay. Demitri, he's so ready for you guys. First question, what is your secret to a happy and successful, long-lasting relationship?
Ooh. I mean, that's a lot in a one question. I think like...
And we've been together for like 8 years. It hasn't been like 20.
Right. But I feel like you have to, at the start, for sure, you have to be like madly in love with this person. Like ridiculously obsessed with this person. And I think we both
But it has to be, like, it has to
be mutual.
Yeah, you just can't be, you can't be the only obsessed one.
Right. Where it's like, sometimes I see people who are like early on in their relationships and it's like, I can see that like you guys kind of don't like each other.
Yeah.
I feel like you need to be madly obsessed with that person right off the jump.
So
and it like, I don't know, I'm still madly obsessed with you. So I just feel like if you don't have that, and you should know what that is, like it'll slap you in the face like you've never had it before. It's hard to find.
It is hard to find.
But when you find it, you know you found it. So if you're second guessing whether you found it, you probably haven't found it.
That's true.
Is that fair?
Yes, I would say that's so true. If you're with someone and you're just like, then that person might not be your person.
Right. Where I feel like we didn't second guess that about ourselves. Oh, we're like, yeah, well, I'm so in love with this person. It's probably a little scary.
It was more scary. We were more on the like, oh my gosh, like, I don't want to like him this much.
Yeah, that's right.
It's scary. It's scary over here.
The problem was, it was like we liked each other too much that it was actually a little terrifying.
Yeah. This is my personal secret. I'm not sure if it's like a general, you know, like thing, but where you are in your mind and where you are like with yourself is where you're going to end up in life, in a relationship, at a job, in a friendship, anywhere. So if you're kind of going in and you're not sure of yourself, you're not loving yourself, you're not, you know, you don't really hold yourself to a high regard in any situation, I don't think it's going to be successful. You know, right?
That's good. Saying like, if you're thinking of yourself in a high regard and you feel good about yourself and you think that you like deserve this and that you're gonna get it, like you're gonna get it.
I think a lot of things start with yourself and not so much the person. Like, you're going to attract like what you're ready for. If you're constantly second guessing yourself, if you're worthy, if you're a good person, you're gonna constantly question the person that you're with. Like, why are they with me? Are they a good person? Are they worthy? Because you're so insecure that you're projecting almost.
I feel like we can make a whole video just on that question.
I know. Like, we're trying to answer it as best as we can. But it's hard sometimes because we don't know, right? We don't know. We're just giving out like what's helped us.
Yeah. I feel like there was a couple good nuggets in there though.
Okay, next one.
Yes.
How do you guys handle conflict in your relationship?
I mean, we don't really have like a system for it. Like, we sit down 5 minutes after our disagreement and talk about it. Like, we don't. Like, you know.
Yeah. How do we handle conflict? I guess what they mean is, how do you get past conflict?
Yeah. I think it's understanding your partner on a very deep level. Because at the start of our relationship, I feel like we weren't that good at that. And I feel like now we're a lot better at it because we really understand each other. We really understand how our minds work. And it's like we understand where that person is coming from.
As Dem said, you have to understand the person that you're with, right? Because something that I would take offense to, he wouldn't take offense to it. And like certain things that I just didn't see what the big deal was, to him it was a big deal. So you can't think of like what's a big deal for you. You have to kind of think about what's a big deal for the person that you're with, right? And you're gonna learn that as time goes on. If you're telling them how they feel isn't valid, they're still going to feel that way. Because everyone was just raised differently. We have different triggers. We have different things.
You gotta really protect your relationship. You don't wanna say things that you can't unsay. You don't wanna do things that you can't undo.
Create like good normals, like not like bad normals in your relationship.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to handling a conflict, I think it takes time.
Yeah.
And that's why at the start you need that crazy spark to get you through, because at that point you don't understand each other that well. So those fights could be a little bit worse, but as you get like more mature in your relationship, like I'm not joking, it's rare that Aika gets upset and I don't see it coming. Like if she's upset, like whatever makes her upset happens, and I'm like, oh boy, that's gonna make her upset, and then she gets upset because I know how her brain works.
Yeah.
So and she knows how my brain works. So then it's like there's
Yeah.
almost like when there is a conflict, like we can see from that person's perspective, like her brain is my brain is her brain, and we know how each other like process things. And then it's like once you have that understanding, you can move past things a lot quicker.
Yeah,
when you don't have that understanding at the beginning,
it's the understanding part, like
right?
Yeah, like what do you mean you don't understand?
Right, but at the start you don't understand.
Yeah.
And I think especially for like us, what made it so challenging is that we grew up so different in different areas. So like our brains were so far apart on how we process things. So it was like we both had to figure out how each other thought, and it's just so different than how we think. Yeah. But luckily we were madly in love, and that kept us going.
We got through it.
Right through
exactly. We really got through it.
I feel like this is good actually. This is making me happy. I like this.
So I would say that's any more advice for conflicts, or
no, I think that's good.
You're good for conflicts.
Yes, be patient.
Be patient
Understand.
and just don't tell your business.
Yes.
Don't tell your business to people. I promise you, like you're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it. Don't tell your business to anyone in general.
Right.
Like anything. Your job, your man, your money.
Nothing.
Don't tell your business. Okay? Don't.
Unless you make a YouTube channel about your relationship.
Then we can tell everybody.
And then you can tell everybody.
Okay, next question. You're too far apart. The chairs are keeping us apart.
I'll sit on the crack.
It's keeping us apart. Okay, next one. How do you guys keep things spicy in the relationship after all this time?
Ooh.
How do we keep things spicy?
I feel like we don't really do anything specifically to keep it spicy. Like it's just spicy. Like we don't have that problem.
So I feel like we don't really have issues keeping it spicy. We don't really have that issue right now, but I'll tell you some secrets that I do to keep it spicy. Now maybe Demitri might not even know that goes into keeping it spicy. Tell me. Like I'll make sure when I go to bed, I smell good. Like I have like a nighttime scent I spray on, but Demitri doesn't even know that.
It's just you.
It's just me.
You have a nighttime scent?
I have a whole nighttime scent, okay? You want a whole nighttime routine? Let your girl know, I got you. I make sure that I keep things manicured.
Effort levels are still high. Like
effort levels are high.
They always say like, keep dating after you're married. And it's like, we still go to the gym. We still like stay on top of our healthy eating.
Goes to the gym.
Maybe we make it look easier than it is.
Maybe.
And we don't think about it.
Yeah.
But again, it's like I said, protecting your relationship, right? Like I don't want to get into the position where I'm, maybe letting myself go, feeling pretty insecure, and then getting used to not doing certain things and losing that spice level. So
not the spice level.
We want to keep it very hot.
We want to keep it hot. We want to keep it hot always, but knock on wood, we're fine there. But like, how would somebody keep it spicy? Like, if you had to give advice on keeping it spicy.
I mean, we've talked about it on this channel time and time again. We don't fart in front of each other.
Yeah, we still don't do stuff like that. We still try to.
We try to keep
it at a minimum. Romantic. And we also have different bathrooms. Like that helps.
Helps.
Having separate bathrooms help a lot. He has no clue what I have going on in my bathroom, like at all. He doesn't even know the ins and outs of that bathroom. Okay?
And we're keeping it that way.
And we're keeping it that way. But
We
what
probably
else?
sound like psychopaths right now.
I know.
I don't think so, though.
I don't think so.
I think it's cute. I think it's cute that we still keep trying to attract each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I think that's a secret.
I'm also really attracted to Demitri. So after a while, like there's just certain things that your husband does. You're just like, okay.
I want to know what those are. I want to know specifically what those are.
Never. But hopefully that helps.
Yeah, I think so.
Hopefully the spicy stuff helps. This one I feel like is more directed towards me. I get this one a lot. And it's, how do I find a Dem? How do I find a Demitri? How can I find one? Is he on Amazon?
Amazon! Amazon.
Can I order one from Amazon?
Shows up next day.
I would say, okay, this is gonna...
This is a flattering question.
It's so flattering for you, babe. Yeah. I would say try lowering your standards a bit. So, you know, like if like what you have in mind as a person that you really truly want is not who will show up. So then when someone like them shows up, you take someone like that, right? So I definitely lowered my standard in terms of like, you know, looks and
Wait. What? Lowered your standards in terms of looks?
yeah. Like just like a tad.
What were your standards before?
You know, like
Through the roof? I don't know about lowering standards. Maybe like being a little more open.
I mean, but if
lowering
you
standards.
have a certain standard and that's not what you got, then it's technically lowered. Okay, maybe not saying lowered.
So that's
Okay,
how,
so maybe
that's
not
your
lowered.
advice for them for
No.
how to end up with one of me is to
No, hold
settle
on. Okay.
for the whatever comes your
I
way.
would say maybe go a bit more for personality. No.
Am I like ugly or something?
No, you're
What
not.
is going on
He's
here?
looking at himself. You're not ugly. You're not ugly.
Lowering standards?
But when it comes to like the standard, you know, and like personality wise, like listen, I took a lot of hits. So let me tell you, not only do you have to lower your standards in like the looks department, it's to lower your standards in terms of like, you know,
Take a lot of hits. You had to take a lot of hits. Okay, I want to hear what your standard was before you met little old me.
okay, listen, okay. One of my requirements was that that person had to be so funny and make me laugh. Demitri, unfortunately, does not have a great sense of humor. Like, he's just not fun. Sorry, you have a great sense of humor, you're just not funny. Like, you're not funny. Like, you don't make me laugh, you know?
The question was, how do you find one of me?
And I'm telling them.
In a good way. They're
No.
asking like, how do I get a Demitri? And you're out here telling me that
No.
lower your standards,
No.
he's not funny.
I am just trying to say that,
You
like,
laugh at all my jokes. I am funny.
so, and that's the thing. You want to make them believe that they're funny. All I'm saying is, don't have such high expectations. Lowering your standard.
I think you're wording it wrong. You gotta
What should
say
I
like
settle for.
don't use the word settle
Yeah.
or lower expectation. Like be more open-minded. I think.
Be more open-minded.
Yeah, be more open-minded because
Be more
I don't think
open-minded.
you're specifically looking for me.
Yeah. Okay, so I would say this.
But I don't know about lowering expectations.
I would say this. Be more open-minded to lowering your standards. Like that's. Yeah, I would. That's what. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm joking.
Are you serious right
No,
now?
I'm joking. I can't even do it. I'm sorry. It's a prank. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking,
I'm just
guys.
like, what?
Guys, I'm joking. I saw it was on TikTok. TikTok.
You're so dumb. I was just like,
That's why they're banning TikTok.
I was like, I feel like I know what she's trying to say.
What was I trying to say? I don't mean
but
any of
like,
that.
I thought you were trying to say like, don't be so picky on what you want because like so many people have a list that he has to have this, he has to be this, he has to be this, and it's like I know that for you, I wasn't what you were looking for.
No, you were exactly.
But then you're
what I was
like
looking for.
lowering standards, and he's not funny, and like you know, just like what? Like
Okay. It's a joke. I wanted to pull a prank on you. I saw it on TikTok.
Can't TikTok just go away already?
No, they're back.
I know
They're back in business. People were messaging me, we're back. I'm not joking. People on TikTok, oh, you okay? Oh,
okay.
babe.
I was, for a second there, I was just like, wait a second. Thought that we were like, you know, pretty good little, like, you know?
No, I didn't.
Like,
I
oh,
did
she
not.
just like dumped her expectations and was like, yeah, this gotta work.
It's like, wait, I have this. Oh, you know what? I'll just do. No.
Yeah, he's funny. He's okay.
I said you weren't funny.
Yeah, that's right. Not funny.
But listen. It was the tiniest, littlest prank.
It was a little.
It wasn't even
you
like.
You only had me going for a second.
Like for like 2 seconds, technically.
I think what had me going about it was like I thought I understood what you were trying to say, but you were just saying it wrong, and then you kept going, and I'm like, wait a second.
Everyone knows I didn't lower my. Honey, you are the standard. You are the standard.
That's why they asked the question. How do I find a dad?
You know what? People actually do ask that.
I
don't.
You know what?
I don't have an answer for that, by the way. But people
It's
do
very
ask that.
flattering when we do
That's
see
super
that
nice,
in the
yeah.
comment section.
I know
It still
it
makes
is.
me laugh because I just
Yeah.
like I know me, so I'm just like
How do you find it? You know what? I think what they're actually asking is how do you find a guy, a husband, you know, someone who's going to like love you and value you? Like,
Yeah.
how do you find someone
Yeah.
like that? And it's hard. I don't know. I don't know what the secret is to like finding a person like what we have, but I'm just happy that we have it.
Yeah.
Because I know it's not easy. I know it's hard.
yeah.
In what world do we go on a reality TV show and then meet each other? Because we would never have met if it wasn't for that show. Like if it wasn't for that show, we wouldn't have met.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to be like, because if it's not you, then it's nobody, then who? Because I don't
Yeah.
think I would have this that I have with them with anybody else. I wouldn't.
But I don't want to boil it down to just that because it's like even with that, I feel like we were willing to take risks that a lot of other people wouldn't.
Yeah, that's true.
And because we took those risks, like we ended up on the other side with an amazing relationship. And I
Yeah.
see a lot of people who are not willing to take risks. Now there's certain risks that just aren't worth taking.
Yeah.
And again, you have to use your own better judgment. But, you know, we loved each other so much that we were like, this is worth the risk. And it paid off in a big, big way.
Yeah.
So if you're not willing to take risks, you might not be able to get what you're looking for. And look at those risks could be as much as like going out, putting yourself out there,
Yeah.
talking to someone that maybe you wouldn't normally talk to.
I don't know how you find a dem. I don't even know how I found them.
I don't know how you find
I don't know how we.
There's only one Ica, so I got it.
There's
So
only
you
one
guys
dem.
are all out of luck.
But I just don't know. I don't know, but I will say nobody else could be them. Like nobody else. I wouldn't have had this without Demitri. Like anybody else, it would be a completely different relationship. It wouldn't even look the same. It wouldn't even be the same. You know, like we wouldn't be sitting here. It wouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
So but I don't know, I don't know how you meet one, but I'm glad I met mine. I love you.
I'm actually like half tearing up here.
Demitri is such a sucker.
I'm not. I just like, I'm thinking about it and it's just like, it's crazy to reflect and very grateful.
Yeah, very grateful.
Because I know it's hard.
It is hard. But let us know, like, how did you guys meet your person? Tell us your love story in the comment section. The one that got away, if someone got away.
The one you have right now.
The one you have right
we
now.
We actually read the comment section.
Yes.
We like the tea.
We like the tea. We want to see the tea.
We'll literally sit up on that couch and just like scroll through them and read them together.
We
so,
do. We do love your
So don't
stories.
worry. If you drop a comment, it will get seen.
Did you love my prank?
Hilarious.
I feel like I took it so easy on him. I took it so easy on you. But next time I will not be sparing you.
I thought we were having a nice little moment talking about relationships and then...
He was so into it too.
You know, I was so into it.
No, but that's why. So you know what? When I came up with the idea, I had two ways of doing it. I was gonna ruin every single question. So I was going to like take jabs on every single answer. But then I thought of you guys and I was like, you know what? I think they genuinely want to know because you actually did ask these questions.
Yeah, that might have been too obvious too.
And you might have caught on, you think?
Yeah,
No, you wouldn't have.
I don't know.
There's no way you'd have caught on. So then I decided to do it on just one.
I feel like this one was good because like I got really into it because like we were actually having like a genuine, you know, conversation.
Yeah.
Where I think if you had like tried to throw in subtle, it might have thrown me off and then I wouldn't have got that into it.
That's true. But I did that more for them because I'm just like, I think they want to know. So they got the best of both worlds.
Right.
You know? But, guys, I have more up my sleeves.
There's nothing there.
There's a lot.
There's nothing.
There's a lot in my sleeves. But anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any more questions, let us know. Like, we'll be happy to answer them for you. We respond to most of the comments too. Like,
yeah.
we respond to most of it. The only comments that get a little bit neglected are the ones that are like old. Like, say it's on older videos.
Right.
You know, and then we've moved on. But I have been responding to older comments. I responded to comments on a video that was shot like 3 years ago. And the person's like, wait, you're here? Like, yeah. Well, I saw it pop up. So
Still here.
I responded. But anyways, guys, we got him. Go ahead, Team Ica. Is there a secret word?
Standards.
Standards. Secret word is standards. We got you. We got you, honey.
All right.
You were so into it, you didn't even notice that I was gearing up for you.
No.
Got him.
Like, comment, subscribe. Boop. We'll see you on the next one. Should I show them the mug Elijah got me?
Yeah.
Everything I touch turns to sold. It's true.
Demitri thinks my lunch is so disgusting, but I have to show it to you.
I can't do it. I
He
can't
thinks
do
it's
it.
gross. Like, it's not gross.
We're kind of on like a little bit of a health kick. Not really, like we just try to
Even
eat.
without the health kick, I really do love this. Like, I love sardines. I don't get everyone's hate for sardines. I love them. But I'll show you how I eat my sardines.
They stink. They taste like they smell. I don't know. No.
Smell it, so good, so good. It's so good for you. It doesn't smell the best, I'll admit that. Put some lemon in it, garlic powder. If you want an extra kick, take some Scotch bonnet and you pour it in. The sriracha isn't spicy enough for me. I like it with a bit more spice. And then try that. And then put that on there. Put some more sriracha. Because the sriracha gives it like a creamy, nice taste too. And then, that's good. Try it. This is good. Guys, try it. I'm telling you, it's not that bad.